Hi, this is Julie. I'm host of media at GAMA Expo. This is Robert, and he's going to tell us all about Call of Duty, the board game.
The game I am so happy to finally be able to publicly talk about, too. So Call of Duty, this is going to be replicating Call of Duty, but on your tabletop.
Okay.
This is everything you would get in like a core box. It's 2 players.
Okay.
So right now we're set up for like a little domination match. We're going to get points one of 2 ways. Kill each other or capture that point. But a lot of the game takes place on these plotting boards you see behind here.
Oh.
We're going to be using these tokens here to plot out our movements that we're going to be taking. Now there'll be other things in the more advanced game where we might plan getting an ADS or throwing grenades. But in the basic game, we're just going to plot where we're going to go.
Okay.
Once we've each plotted that, then we're simultaneously going to make those moves out here on the board.
Get out.
At that point, so maybe I go here, I'm going to say he started here, and game here, right? And then we make our next move, go here, and maybe go here. If at any point when you make those moves, you can trace a solid colored line between each other, you have line of sight, combat means immediately.
Oh my gosh.
And it must happen. This is Call of Duty, not diplomacy. You must shoot each other. All right?
Okay.
So, we're going to real quick, we're going to see where you on target. Because on these tokens, that's not the direction you're going. That's the direction your gun was pointing. So when you're moving, you can actually strafe. You can move around. You can change directions as you're moving along a line.
That's
so we're going
cool.
to see, are you on target? If so, get a little bonus for that. Then we're going to each pick a card secretly, which we've got some cards right here. These are our basic cards that give you a little bonuses. And then they're also going to determine your final damage. So you're going to secretly each pick a card. You're going to pick from these dice. You're always going to pick exactly 7 dice. We have 3 different types to choose from.
Okay.
You've got these red dice. These are just your reckless fire. You're just spraying bullets, right? You've got your blue dice. You're taking a more careful shot. You're aiming, you're setting it up.
Okay.
These green are your more defensive, agile dice. They're going to allow you to get out of things quicker, but also a little speedier.
Okay.
They all kind of interact with each other. So you're going to pick those, you're going to throw your dice, they're going to throw their dice. We're going to reveal the card. Then we're going to resolve the dice real quick. This is a quick 3-step process, or really 2. All of your blue dice, based on your range, you're going to have started over here, based on range. You're going to move up the number on all your blue dice on the aim meter.
Wow.
You're going to move down the number. I'm sorry, I did forget one thing. We're also going to check the lightnings first. Whoever has first strike, they're a little quicker, they're going to get a small bonus.
Oh, okay.
Then you're going to go up these. Then you're going to go down the number of shields your opponent has. That's going to push you back down.
Wow.
So a little tug of war. So we've got a little bit of a rock, paper, scissors in the dice system.
Yeah.
We've got a tug of war here. Then finally, you're going to get the number of where you landed in here, the color. That's going to be your damage. You're going to take the damage from your combat board, and you're going to add in the damage from your red dice. That's going to be your damage.
Wow.
Somebody will always die every single time.
Of course.
It's Call of Duty. So whoever has the most, they're dead. They're out. The other person can continue. However, if your opponent kills you, but you are within 5 points of them, you get to wound them on the way out. There is no health system in the game, though.
Oh.
You take a wound token, it goes on your board. At first it comes in, all wounds come in at 2.
Okay.
At the end of a round, they'll turn to 1, then go away. They are going to give you a penalty in combat, so if you get caught with one, you can never take a second wound token. You take a second wound token, you're dead. Again, no health system. So it doesn't matter if this is on the 2 or the 1. If you have to take another wound, you're dead.
Oh my gosh.
Then, if you want, whoever lived can continue their actions. If they do, they have to continue it. Sometimes in the basic game, you're like, yeah, I'm going to continue on.
Sure.
But I might have been, look, I was going to throw a grenade next round, but I don't want to do that now, so I'm going to stop. I'm just going to do nothing. Then we're going to redo we're going to replan again. However, whoever died is going to respawn.
Oh, wow.
And they can respawn anywhere on this map they want, with small exception. They can't spawn within line of sight of their opponent or any objectives.
Oh,
Other than that, they are free to come in secretly wherever they want.
Wow.
And we're going to get points either in this mode, so this is domination, either by holding this spot, and we don't have to hold it, we just need to claim it and not die, or by killing each other. And we could pick at the beginning, maybe we said we're going to play to 10. Or maybe we said we're going to play to 20. We just decide however we want to play this point-wise. So you can do that. This is that initial base. Beyond that, obviously, you can add in the items we talked about. You can add in advanced ADS. If you flip these over, because we're looking at the basic, when you go to the advanced mode, you get kill streaks.
Oh my goodness.
You get abilities. You can even do some deck building to build the loadout of your weapon and your operator. You're going to have to deal with reloading. You're going to get sprints that are going to allow you to move around faster, but you're going to be vulnerable in the middle of those.
Oh my gosh.
So you're going to get additional things as you're moving through the game. But in the beginning, you don't need to worry about any of that. All you need to do is run up, shoot each other, take the flag. That's the core. Now, this has Shepherd and Ghost. It'll come with 4 weapons, so you can mix and match.
Okay.
The other core box will have Price and Makarov. There will be 2 separate retail boxes. You can combine them for a 4-player game. They'll have 2 different maps, so you can choose.
Okay.
In the Kickstarter, we'll do a collector's edition that will have all of that, plus some secrets we haven't revealed yet.
Okay. What's going to be the MSRP on this?
So in the retail, we're aiming for about 45 to 50 in the retail. Now, some of the components might be slightly different than the Kickstarter version.
Sure.
Just for retail purposes.
Of course.
They'll still be completely compatible. The Kickstarter obviously have the nicer. The Kickstarter, we're looking at 100, 120 for that get you the collector's edition.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to call it all in because we've got some other stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it would definitely get you the 2 cores. I know that at least 1 or 2 of the expansion materials already baked in.
Okay.
You're going to get the nicer things. We are going to do both the retail and Kickstarter are going to do pre-painted.
Oh, wow.
And these will
nice.
sap on, so you're not committed to red or blue. Those come off.
Now, what are the ages on this?
So officially the game is listed at 17 plus because it's Call of Duty.
Sure.
The system is simple enough, so if you do allow your kid to play Call of Duty, obviously they can handle this game.
Okay.
But officially the game is 17 plus because it's Call of Duty.
That makes sense. And the time it takes to play varies on the...
It depends on what you set it at.
Right.
So we did a 10-point match the other day. That took us about 45 minutes.
Okay.
But I've also done quick, like 20-minute 5-point matches just for fun. We didn't bring out all of this stuff. We just set up the base game, the basics, and we just went and shot each other. And just had some fun shooting each other.
That's awesome. Oh, wow. This is very, very cool. I don't know much about the game, but it sounds very intense and very cool.
We wanted it to feel as close to Call of Duty, which means it needed to be quick, it needed to be intuitive, it needed to be able to plan out what you're doing. Somebody needs to die, but it needs to not feel like a slog. We don't want to worry about health. We also don't want to worry. These tokens are just things you slide into your plotting.
Okay.
When you're actually in the combat, you're not worried about tokens. You're just checking a couple things. So we wanted it to be quick, clean. When you get to the advanced cards, you'll have cards that can be used during your planning phase for tactical, but they'll have additional benefits that can happen.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, you'll be able to customize your decks later as you get further into the system.
Sure.
But you don't need to worry about that when you open the box. Just open the box and shoot each other.
There you go.
You need to understand the dice, that, and how to move. Boom, play.
Easy peasy. Well, thank you very much for explaining all this to us.